What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So a few weeks ago, we talked about Farrah Abraham in this new book that she was coming out with. A lot of people were bringing up the fact that the book had a spelling error in the title of the book. Now, before the book was actually released, we got to see inserts from the book, and well, it received some backlash. The inserts from the book received a little bit of backlash because it was in typical Farrah speak, as the Ashley calls it, where you really can't understand what's going on, right? So the book has come out. It is on Amazon. You can get it. It has a low rating of I think it's 1.5 stars maybe. And it's getting shredded in the reviews section. All the reviews are 1 star, 1 star, 1 star, and that's only because you don't really have the option to give no stars. So I actually read this article about this on the Ashley Realities Roundup, and she compiled 5 reviews, her favorite reviews. So I decided I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm going to go check out all the reviews, and I'm going to read some more. Now, mind you, I want to point out the fact that Farrah has noticed this, and she is blaming this on haters. So over the weekend, Farrah posted a screenshot of the Amazon page from her latest book, Dream 20s Self-Guided Self-Help Memoir. Mind you, memoir is misspelled. Along with a message to those who have been leaving negative reviews for the memoir. She said, "Haters leave me more negative comments. I'm shocked to see that you're trying to better yourself." Now, I don't know if anyone that really got this book got it as a self-help guide. I really think people were just curious about the book because things leaked that this book was probably going to be a disaster. So I think a lot of people got the book just to see what was on the inside. And I don't think it really disappointed in that aspect. I think people expected the worst, and I think they may have gotten it. So the Ashley, like I said, she put up 5 of her favorites. So I'm going to read those, and then I'm going to go over to Amazon and read a few more. Yeah, it only has a rating of 1.5 out of 5 stars. It is, let me read you guys the bio. I want to read the bio really quick. In the Amazon bio, it actually is described as bringing readers stepping stones of living a life of justice and essential success for the 21st century by top Google celebrity Farrah Abraham. The bio also states that Farrah Abraham recalls her most challenging moments surrounding equality, diversity, inclusion, breaking the silence on sexual assault, cyberbullying, and living a life of activism through art forms of media in the dreamiest moments of her 20s. Farrah Abraham has chosen to enrich the world with boundaries, consent culture, healing, mental health, and end abuse in front and behind the screen, extending to all of our communities that networks reach. Live a life of justice. May your 20s dreams come true even before or after your 20s. So that was the bio, right? Now here is a list of the Ashley's 5 favorite reviews, and then I'll read some of mine. Now, a man named John actually gave a little advice on how to stomach this book. He wrote, "Take some Tums before attempting to digest this. The author explains in the beginning of the book that any errors, spelling, grammatical, are due to the fact that the contents of this book were composed on a mobile device. This book reads as though the author followed popular memes that say things like type 'my life is' and hit the middle button to see what sentence is made for you. Many thoughts are incoherent or make no sense at all." I know that little trend. You guys know if you ever get your phone and it'll say type 'my boyfriend is', and then you just got to keep hitting enter to see what it's going to suggest that you say. That's what he's saying that this book is basically like. Just type my life is and keep hitting enter, and it'll form its own sentence for you. Now, a reader by the name of Lori was able to put Farrah's ramblings to good use. She wrote, "Narcissistic Farrah telling us how great she is. I use the pages to line my birdcage." Whoop. Poor Priscilla claims that the book actually made her lose her ability to read and write in a nonsensical Farrah speaks sentence. It says here the Ashley appreciates Priscilla's humor here and is quite impressed with her attempt at writing the reviews in Farrah speaks. She wrote, "Going into these books, I had a doctor in English. And now since I have finalized this book, I struggle with reading a McDonald's menu or the weather. My roommate never lets the weathercast play in our shared apartment space. But I let it go and move on because I'm such a strong person. I'm such a strong people who has been through enough, and I've really grown from just wearing whatever, no matter what the weather is outside. You have to learn to dance in the rain if you ever want to smile in an igloo." All right now. Now the next reader, Kaylee, was not skilled in reading the way that Farrah speaks. She wrote, "It's so pitiful. I don't know where to start, but I'll try." She wrote this on her phone. It's written like shorthand notes taken in line at a cafe or sitting on the toilet. Total jumbled thoughts and words that no one can fully decipher. Saying you're an author does not mean you are one. I could say I'm an astronaut, but it doesn't mean that I am one. The next reader, named Caitlin, suggests that maybe Farrah was trying to communicate in some sort of code. She said, "The word salad is very stressful to read. The writer doesn't even know the definition of some of the words that she used. I think she actually made up a few of the words also. It's almost like a toddler made up language that only you and your sister understand." Reader Carissa actually loved this book, which makes her review really funny because Carissa also writes just like Farrah. Run-on sentences and everything. She uses the incorrect word, like she uses write, R-I-G-H-T, instead of write, W-R-I-T-E, just like Farrah. So that's something that Farrah does as well. She wrote, "I am so proud of Farrah. She includes equality, diversity, and learning experiences no other person could describe, or her celebrity cast members never took the time to write in their books these real life points that are very important right now." That appears to be possibly written by Farrah. I don't know. If I had to guess, looks like it could be. Maybe it's really something. Maybe there's other people out there like Farrah. I don't know. Okay, so on the Ashley's article, it also gives a look inside the book to show even more so how Farrah completely messed up in writing this book and how she massacred most of the sentences that is included in this book. So this is an extra long sentence where Farrah basically congratulates herself for being so great despite all of the horrible people who tried to ruin her dream 20s or something. So it says, "I give thanks to not only the curious, the strong, consent, cultured, and supportive, as that has not been the only thing to help my advocacy for social justice, passion for life, love of God, and my spiritual journey thrive, but also the negative influences, mentally ill, deceitful hypocrites, liars, those basically diseased with hate, abusers, unprofessional, no boundaries, co-workers, sexist, wrongful firing bosses, discriminators, politically segregated, and those who assault and hurt people mentally and physically." Okay, congratulations. Not sure what any of that meant, but let's move on to some more reviews that I found on Amazon. So here is one by Amanda. She left a 1-star review and it says, "You must be literate to write a book." Unfortunately, Farrah is not. That's what she said. So this 1-star review by Jen. She said, "I would not recommend this book to anyone. I don't think it's even fair to books to call this a book." She starts off by asking one lucky fan to get her book to a publisher or someone that will turn it into a TV show. And in return, this lucky fan will get some kind of monetary compensation. What? Yet Miss Abraham strives on calling herself the most topped Googled celebrity and wants the reader to focus on how famous she is. I believe if she were so sought after, she wouldn't need any help. I did appreciate the footnote in the beginning that informs the reader that any and all spelling and punctuation errors are because she was using her phone, not because she doesn't know how to spell. There was a very interesting story where she says she was in her first car accident at the age of 5. That's not funny, I'm sorry. And she won her first settlement at the age of 5 in the car accident, but no other details were given. Maybe she will bless us with another book about this incident. I'll hold my breath and wait patiently for this. If this book only had her picture with the definition of narcissist, it would be more believable than this word diarrhea. I think I am actually dumber now. That was a nice one. Yeah, here's a 5-star from Lindsay F. Lindsay F? Okay, anyways, let's be honest. The whole world is fascinated by Farrah Abraham. So when I saw that she was releasing a book about the last decade of her life, I couldn't resist. Whether you love her or hate her, she's been through real hell and back and has quite a story to tell. From losing her daughter's father while pregnant to being bullied from trolls and other celebrities. I was so into this book and could not even stop reading it. Farrah shared a lot of her private moments that she has kept from the world. This book was empowering, inspiring, and really made me respect Farrah in a whole new light for the business mogul she is. I highly recommend. Now, I have not read this book, but I believe she speaks about Sophia's dad and losing him in her first book. I'm not sure if it's in this book, but it very well could be. However, several of the reviews that I read did say that it's not even a memoir. That it doesn't really even talk much about her life as far as like how a memoir does. Like she'll bring up certain things, but not like how a memoir chronicles your life. So here's a 1-star by Jen. Oh no, that's one that I just read. 1-star by, 1-star by Lies. And the title of this one is called, I read it for laughs. I'm honestly not sure what it is. It's written in her typical word salad, nonsensical style. Farrah, if you're reading this, I will edit your work for a small fee. You need serious assistance with grammar, punctuation, spelling, and flow. You could pay someone pennies to edit. Find a high school English teacher or college TA. This book is a rough draft. Really rough. Very rough. Seems to just be a collection of rantings at people who supposedly wronged her and how she's the much better person for moving on. But really, read it for laughs. It's quite ironically entertaining. I read this book free on Amazon Unlimited Trial. It took about an hour to read. It would not be worth $20 to me otherwise. I wish the author well. I suggest if she wants to be a writer, she should start by reading more and taking some classes and then writing. Here's another one by Amara. Not sure why Amazon gave me this book for free, but that's the only price it's worth. If you want to be confused and annoyed, then this is the book for you. Morgan wrote, this book makes no sense at all. It's just random thoughts with no coherent path whatsoever. The grammar is atrocious, and Farrah needs to go back to elementary school for sentence structure and grammar. The amount of grammatical errors is ridiculous, and this book should not be published on here until it is proofread correctly. But of course, Farrah Abraham thinks she's perfect and genius. I find it comical of how highly she thinks of this book. You will lose IQ points and brain cells if you take this so-called book seriously. Good thing it was free. Otherwise, I would be PO'd. I spent money on this. You guys, when I say like, okay, this is the last one, I scroll down and I see more and I'm like, I need to read this one. Book Critic, 1-star. This is the worst written thing I've ever read in my life. It doesn't make any sense and it reads like word salad. It's full of lies and it's not at all a self-help book and definitely not suitable for 5+ years old. Wow, writing is not your thing. Praying for you. Also, no one wants a show or a movie about this pathetic life full of lies and failure. That one was a tough one. One person left 1-star and just wrote negative. One person, Kimmy, 1-star. If you enjoy word salad, this is the book for you. 1-star. Amber, Punctuation isn't hard. I've lost brain cells trying to decipher what I was reading. A third grader could have proofread this and done a better job. So, yeah, she's not getting good reviews on her book, and she thinks that this is just people being haters, that they're not serious, that they're literally just leaving her a negative review because they don't like her. They don't like her on Teen Mom. They don't like the fact that she done her backdoor movie, whatever you want to call it. So they're just going there and leaving her negative reviews. She's not accepting that maybe her book is not good, great, anything other than bad. I mean, the fact that she misspelled memoir on the front page is an issue here. Like, Farrah girl, reel it back and redo it. Like that one lady said, get you some classes on how to write a book, read a few books, and then write. Get someone to edit, proofread, edit. That's important, right? So yeah, I don't know. I kind of feel bad. I do kind of feel bad that this book is getting so much heat. But I don't know if Farrah's really going to believe it. I think Farrah literally is going to think that this is just a bunch of haters being mean. I don't think she's going to accept that the book is bad. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. How do you guys feel about the book and the reviews? Do you feel like it's too much? That people are being too mean to Farrah? Or do you guys feel like it's justified? People are being honest. The book wasn't good. And that's what needs to happen. Like, people should be able to be honest and say, hey, the book is not good at all. No matter if it's 5 people or 5,000 people saying this book sucked, that's okay. You guys leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. I kind of want to read the book. I don't know. I'm toying with the idea of getting the book. But the people that said if you pay for it, you're going to be mad, I don't want to pay for it and then get mad. I don't know. You guys leave me your thoughts in the comment section below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Also, this video is for entertaining purposes only. Do not take everything I say as facts. Do your own research to draw your own conclusion. This video was not intended to defame, harass, or bully anyone. Don't send hate to anyone that I mentioned. And give the video a thumbs up. Leave your thoughts and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. Check the description box for my handles to my other social media accounts. I have a TikTok, Instagram, and a Twitter. Go follow me. And until next time, I'll see you guys later. Goodbye, everyone.